if he's retained as the presidential candidate. Mohammed Maiga, secretary to the Gbomo Palace NDC Youth Group, dropped this bombshell at a well-attended news conference held in Tamale behind the Victory Cinema. The NDC Youth again. In another story, there's still the NDC Youth. The NDC Member of Parliament for Tamale Central Constituency, Honorable Enisa Fuseni, has come under heavy criticism by the coalition of NDC youth groups in Changli, who have threatened to unseat him in 2012. And the Congo Senior High School in the Upper East region has been closed down after some students attacked school authorities in protest over suspected leakage of their examination papers on Monday.
Students again, I know that we are in an era where I'm sure some of these things should have passed, actually. You carry on.
Well, it's rather unfortunate that students who are supposed to be future leaders are engaging in such indisciplinary acts to the extent of destroying properties and so on. It's rather unfortunate. And we come back to Kumasi, where the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly has declared that apathetic attitude of the public is the cause of poor sanitation problem in the Kumasi metropolis, and the leadership of Convention People's Party CPP has commended the recent decision of the National Executive Committee of People's National Congress PNC to endorse the major talks between the two parties. And lastly, a medical practitioner at the Tema General Hospital, Dr. Tete Ojija, has advised Ghanaians to embrace exercise culture. And then he go ahead to recommend that brisk walking as the basic exercise for people, and emphasized on maintenance aspect. He says he finally advises Keep Fit clubs to encourage members to patronize regularly and not once a while something. So that's all for the updates in the world of news for this evening's edition of Community Watch. Atta, back to you.
Refraining from personal biases or prejudice, but believing in responsible, accountable, balanced and objective analysis. Community Watch on Focus FM.
It's live on 94.3 Focus FM. It's 24 minutes after 7, and this is your Community Watch, transmitting to you live from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. John-Alan-Kyeremanteng has delivered a message in a press conference today. What exactly was the import of the message, and how convincing will this be to the average delegate come Congress on the 7th of August? We're going to detail of that for you here on your Community Watch on Focus 943. Martin-Kyere is a sole survivor of some 44 Ghanaians who are supposed to have been or believed to have been killed in Gambia. He's released a statement. We'll give you details of that statement as he explains why the statement and why now. All this coming up here on your Community Watch on Focus 94.3. It's 25 minutes after 7.
Welcome to
Focus
FM.
A lot of my friends listen to it, Clip.
You want it tomorrow? We made it today.
I just don't grow tired of listening to it.
To
Focus. I love it the max.
Going to detail of situation of sanitation in the city of Kumasi. Cosmos Energy is selling a stake in Jubilee Oil Field, who should be in a better position to acquire them. We are told that Cosmos Energy would want to sell them to ExxonMobil, a foreign company, and the CBP actually has released a statement urging the President Mills to ensure that Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, which is a local company, acquire them. We'll look at whether or not Ghanaian companies such as GNPC are in a better position to handle our oil in the country. Should President Mills run for 2012? President Mills in today's Daily Graphic said that he will lead the NPP to victory in 2012. We're told that some youth in some part of the country have released a statement saying that if President Mills should run for 2012, it is doomed for the NDC. We're going to detail of that here on your Community Watch on Focus 94.3. It's 26 minutes after 7. We've got online now Martin-Kyere survived after some 44 Ghanaians were believed to have been killed in Gambia some 5 years ago. Martin, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Martin, we're looking at your statement you released today. In the first place, could you give us a summary of the import of the message?
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that about 5 years ago, this keeps happening. The investigation started slowly. But it gets to a time that we didn't hear anything. But was so good at now they're about to draw everything to conclusion. So the family members, on behalf of the family members and I myself, so the compensation is based on 6 people, which I myself and the family is not happy about it. We are seeing it and we are sending it.
Okay, so you still believe that it should have been 44 people?
Hello?
You still believe it should have been 44 people?
Yeah, it's the money that arrived now is about six. It's covered 6 people,
Okay.
dead bodies. They want to use that money to finance the burial and for the families of the 6 dead bodies. And the rest, they say they will do further investigation, and they are nowhere to be found. So there is no witness whether these are dead bodies. So they will base on that to compensate them. There is no dead bodies, so they will go ahead and do further investigation. So the family members and I myself, we are not happy about that because they are saying the compensation is not. I'm not involved. And the foreign minister is saying.
Okay, let's look at.
Hello.
Let's look at in the message. We'll be going through that later. But you were sort of gratifying, if I may put it that way, the NDC government for commitment to this, and you chastised the NPP for non-commitment. What exactly did Nana-Akufo-Addo do that you describe as having treated you as an outcast?
Yeah, you see, the time that is happening, the ambassador in Senegal sent me back to Accra, and I meet personally the foreign minister, that was Nana-Akufo-Addo, and he handed me over to the CID. You see, so the CID after investigation, I returned to Brekun and all those things. So that all of these things I can say it on radio because it's not easy to get even transportation to come from Accra to Brekun, to travel to Brekun for further investigation. All the time, if Mr. Piatu was not there, it's like I have my own case, so the way I'll get transportation and do my own thing is my own thing. You see, that's what I'm talking about, the foreign affairs ministry world. So if I'm somebody who is, say I'm fed up, then the case will be bad because nobody is following it. And if you ask the family members, they say go and ask Martin. So if the Martin is going, there's no transportation, there's nobody to be talked to, you go and come. So that's based on that. And the time the case happening, I heard that the foreign minister came to Gambia about 5 days, and that time he was at the cells, at Bundun cells. And I don't know that the foreign minister was there until I get a chance to escape to what we call Senegal, that I found out that the minister has been there. So if
the minister being Nana-Akufo-Addo?
Yeah, at that time, if
okay.
he came down to the police stations or something like that sort to check, maybe he can find some guys to release. Because at that time, the report came down to Ghana, and some of us in the south, they haven't been sentenced to forest, and we are 9 in number, and these 9 people, there is nowhere to find their dead bodies, and the compensation is not, they are not involved in this money that will come out because there is nowhere to find their dead bodies.
There were 9 people with you?
You see?
Yeah. You're saying there were 8 other people with you?
Yeah, they are 8.
And if I get you correctly,
they are not included about these dead bodies. They are not included. At that time, we are at the cells.
Okay.
So after that, they send us to the forest, and also 2 of the guys get chance to escape to Ghana town, and everybody saw these guys, John Akufu and Kwabena Fusu, and they have been in Ghana town police station for a long time, and nobody go for them, and now they are nowhere to be found.
Where is Ghana town? In Ghana?
No, in Ghana town at Gambia.
In Gambia, okay.
Everybody see these guys. And Ghana town people, they couldn't believe that it's the Gambia police soldiers, Gambia police who are doing this. So they want to report the case to the authorities to find out if it is really true that the Gambia soldiers. So they returned the guys to Ghana town police station, and they arrested these guys, Kwabena and John Akufu, including the Ghana town chief, who is a Ghanaian called Mankesin. So these guys was at the Ghana town police station, and they are nowhere to be found. You see, that's what I'm talking about. Because if the investigation is well, then they can release these guys at that time because everybody saw them, and they are nowhere to be found.
So what you're saying is that Nana-Akufo-Addo was in Gambia, if I got you correctly, and didn't visit you in the police station. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he came there, but I didn't see him at the police station there.
Okay. So what exactly would you wish government or the NPP government would have done then? Because you're saying that they didn't do enough.
Yeah, you see, what I'm saying is that, please, are you listening?
I'm listening to you.
What I'm saying is that at first the investigation was slow. The way they tackled the matter, in fact, the investigation was slow. They just heard it. They done something.
Very sorry to get Martin-Kyere back on the line. He is a survivor after it was reported that some 44 Ghanaians were killed in Gambia some years ago. We're told now that Gambian government